Coming up on We Talk News this week, safer banking gets approved by the Senate Banking Committee. The industry is encouraged, but cautious optimism is the overall response. We'll hear from Normal's political director, Morgan Fox, plus reaction from other major CEOs in the industry. Plus, a power battle in the Bay State between State Treasurer Deborah Goldberg and former Cannabis Control Commissioner Shannon O'Brien. In Chicago, the annual Benzinga Cannabis Capital Conference show attracts some of the biggest names in the business. Is the investment community softening up? In Massachusetts, the High Lifestyle Show celebrates its 3-day festival with music, arts, tattoos, and indoor social consumption. Is this the model for future social clubs? All that and coast-to-coast and international cannabis news on We Talk News with Elena Pinto. Next.
We are Pro Cannabis Media.
Now it's time for the Vermont Cannabis Report, sponsored by Canatrol. Here's Vermont's green nurse, Jessie Lynn Dolan.
I'm Jessie Lynn Dolan from Vermont Cannabis Nurses, and this is the Weed Talk News Vermont Report. This week, the Vermont Cannabis Control Board approved 24 licenses, a dozen new and a dozen renewals. They also met this past week for the second in a series of 4 medical stakeholder study group with the intent for the Cannabis Control Board to write and submit a report as to recommended changes needed in the medical program to send to legislators for 2024. Vermont Growers Association stood up a permanent emergency relief fund for the state's cannabis industry post-July's historic flooding with a goal of $50,000. Visit vermontgrowers.org for more information. That's the Vermont Report for Weed Talk News. I'm Vermont's cannabis nurse, Jessie Lynn Dolan.
The Vermont Cannabis Report is supported by another Green Mountain business, Canatrol, winner of High Times Best Dry Cure System. Check them out at canatrols.com.